What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, live and direct. Not gonna say too much about the game. Just gonna recap some things, and then I want to jump on a couple other topics real quick. The Lakers played OKC Thunder and OKC. Now, when we played them at our home, Paul George went off in front of our crowd. Come back home, he did not. And if you look at this game, he didn't look too much engaged. And not just that, if you look at Brandon Ingram wasn't much engaged as well. But you got to keep in mind, Brandon Ingram just came back from an injury, and he wasn't 100%. Now, before we get into this, I want to say this real quick. The Lakers, when we play OKC at home, they demolished us. They basically ran the numbers on us. This game right here, without Lonzo Ball, the Lakers actually stayed in the game, kept it close, even took the lead. Julius Randle and KCP was killing first half. Julius Randle was doing whatever he wanted. They hit him on Carmelo Anthony playing the power forward spot, and Julius Randle was just backing him down, getting easy layups, easy dunks, turnaround dunks on him. KCP was shooting, just coming to play, and actually Lakers were in the game. Second half, KCP get hurt. The Lakers start going to Julius Randle. Matter of fact, Julius Randle only played I think 23 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the stats real quick. He only played 23 minutes, and the first half he had 16. He didn't score no more the whole second half. That shows you the lack of ball movement with our squad, because he only took one shot, I think, in that second half. Just one shot. That's total lack of ball movement, and that's also got to do with the coach. I don't care what nobody say. You can be biased all you want, but at the end of the day, Lew Walton takes just as much blame as the players. And when people sit there and they say, well, the Lakers are good when Lonzo Ball is there. The Lakers need Lonzo Ball. See, you already mentally defeat, and mentally what you're basically doing, you're already stating psychologically that, we're not good without Lonzo Ball. That's what you're basically saying mentally. And this is what's going on with the fan base. And also, I ain't gonna say so much to Coach, because Lew Walton came out and he did stated that the Lakers, it's good to have Lonzo Ball, but we could have still won some of them games, which is true. But he did state it too that we just couldn't pull them out, based on the fact that the last the play calls that he ran cost us a lot of games. KCP, like I said before, when he was basically going through his situation, he should have sat down those 4 games. Instead, they allowed him to play. When they allowed him to play, he looked, he just looked mentally out of it. And they should have set him down, but they didn't. That's on Lew Walton as well. The rotation. Tynes Ennis starting that point. Not letting Jordan Clarkson play throughout his struggles. Benching him in favor of Tyler Ennis. That right there is on the coaching. Mixed matches. Running small ball. Having Josh Hart play small forward on 6'8" guys that got NBA bodies, and can't really do nothing with them. That's on the coaching. Not playing Kuzma at the 3 when Brandon Ingram was hurt. Instead of letting him play the power forward, getting dominated. That's on the coaching. All right. What else? Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez was in the East. He played inside the paint in the East, and yes, I said it before. He played against finesse player, but there were a couple low post players, not really low post players, but a couple feisty players, centers on the East Coast. And he averaged, I think, 17, 18, 22, respectfully. Rebounding was never a big thing with him. I think he had one year where he had 8 rebounds, not too sure, but rebound was never a big thing with him, but he could score. Comes here, he is now known as a spot up shooter. Not utilizing his skill set, just stand behind the arc as everybody else and shoot threes. The Lakers, the reason why we look bad without Lonzo Ball is because we don't push the ball. Instead, we run half-court sets, a lot of defense to get back to set their defense, and it becomes an uphill battle for us because now we got to fight through these defensive schemes in order to get shots off. Most of the Lakers are all around the perimeter. They drop the ball down to Julius Randle, see what he could do, and he either dishes out or he try to go in for a layup. The only sad thing is that 2 things occur. One, the person that actually passing to Julius Randle, IQ is just as low as Julius Randle, that he passing when Julius Randle is great to get double teamed. Julius Randle, not acknowledging the double team right away, doesn't pass it back out. because he just want to be physical down low and, you know, make the layup. To me, there's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes you got to know when the double teams come to know when to kick it out. That would set you apart from good and great as a player. But he's young, and so are the other players. They're all young. And this is why I say over and over again that, you know, Luke Walton need to understand and realize this. You know, and people who say that, you know, he got to, you know, look at the hand he's dealt. Yes, I do agree with that, because the front office knew that Lonzo Ball needs shooters. The front office also knew that we need a backup veteran point guard that could run the court when Lonzo Ball get hurt. You got to think ahead, not the present. So, for instance, if you know that you're getting a point guard, you get rid of another backup point guard. Matter of fact, 2 backup point guards, and you keep somebody who's actually, you know, basically is a third point guard, you know, coming off the bench, because he's not really like a backup point guard, but like a third point guard, then you should went out and got a veteran. Simple as that. So that's a bad move for the front office and a bad move for Luke, because in reality, they all sit down together, the front office and Luke, and they decide on who to bring in and who to utilize. Everything got to go through Magic, because I know for a fact he's not giving Luke the green light. Everything go through Magic. Tyler should not have been starting. It should have been Kuzma at the 3, Brandon at the point, KCP at the 2, Jules Randle at the power forward spot, and Brook Lopez at the center, with Larry Nance backing up Brook Lopez, based on the fact that if he can't keep up with Adams, Luke Walton should have been quick to say, look, I'm going to sit you down because you're not giving us enough. And it could have been Larry Nance in, and Larry Nance probably to play Adams much better. But the lineup, the matchups, it was just terrible. It's just straight terrible. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if you look at OKC, OKC didn't really do too much. The 2 star players were actually Adams and freaking Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony ain't turned on to like towards the end. It was actually Adam who carried them through the first half. Because Russell Westbrook, he took 22 shots, only made 8. Paul George only took 14 shots, he made 5. He wasn't engaged at all. He didn't take that many shots. You know, so you look at it like this and say, like, man, you know, we could have beat him. I mean, in reality, but once KCP got hurt, all hell broke loose. The Lakers basically, the momentum switched. They lost inspiration to play. It's just like like the edges were sucked out of them. They just didn't come to play. I mean, OKC is still a team trying to find themselves as well, trying to define their roles, know how to play with 3 ISO players. I know they all-star players, but sometimes ISO players are not the good players. You got to have players that are willing to sacrifice their game in order to make the team better. And the only one that's really sacrificing their game to make the team better is Paul George. Carmelo Anthony going to get his shots. Russell Westbrook will get his shots. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, but a lot of stuff for Luke Walton, it's not just the players, it's Luke Walton, because in reality, whether Lonzo is there or not, they still should be able to have some fight in them, some surge. You know, it should not be said, okay, because Lonzo Ball's not here, we automatically going to lose. Throw in the white towel right away. As soon as they come through the door, y'all, pull out the Gatorade, because ain't no point in going on the court. We might as well just go right to the showers, take some bubble baths, you know, because that's what young guys do. You know, take bubble baths, because they ain't men. If you feel that way, that's just stupid to me. You know, you still come to play, you still dig, you still scratch. You give it your all, each and every game. You know what I mean? Forget about the trade rumors. Forget about all that other stuff. It's time to become men. And right now, you're not seeing that from none of the players or from the coach. The coach not lighting fire on them guys. He's not getting on them guys. He might get on certain individuals, but not all of them. And he need to get on all of them. He need to let all of them know, like, listen, this is what I want from you. Don't keep speaking highly about the players. Start saying the things that they need to work on in order to make them better. You know what I mean? Be on them guys. Let them know so they can, you know, take that with stride and say, okay, this is what I need to do. You know? And I also want to give a shout out to my man RGZ. He asked me to give him a shout out, man. I be kicking it up with him on Twitter, so I told him to give him a shout out. But I want to say this though, and everybody say that, you know, we're you know, it is funny how the media and the fan base be so biased. They would sit there and say, well, with Lonzo, you know, we 15-0 with Lonzo. You know, like, we can't win without Lonzo. But they fail to realize that we lost 21 games with Lonzo. So, you know, it doesn't make any difference whether Lonzo there or not. The team is still mediocre. When we had everybody, we were still losing games. Before the freaking rumors came out. Well, not the rumors, but the trade rumors and everything came out. We were still losing games. So it don't really matter. At the end of the day, the rotation had always been suspect. And anybody that sit there and keep saying that Luke Walton, you know, is not on Luke Walton, who pulls out the players when they're hot? Think about it. It ain't the players coming out. Lonzo hot, he takes them out. Jordan Clarkson hot, they takes them out. Lonzo don't play many games that Lonzo ain't played the fourth quarter. Many games. Many games Jordan Clarkson hot, he ain't played, you know, he ain't come back in. Julius Randle had 16 points in this game, the first half. They didn't go back to him. They didn't take advantage of trying to get Adams in foul trouble. Knowing Adams was killing them on the board, all you do is keep freaking attacking the basket. But instead, no, you didn't attack the basket. You want them guys to shoot threes. Everybody on the team got to shoot threes. So everybody shot threes. Nobody attacked the basket. You went away from the bread and butter that actually kept you in the game the first half. It's like once KCP went down, y'all just totally went away from like attacking the basket. And I said to KCP, when KCP looked at three, I said, man, don't do that, baby. Even though he missed it. But then the next play, right after that, he attacked the basket and scored a layup. And that's why I say, man, you need to attack the basket. And that's what they started doing. And KCP was starting to get into a rhythm. You know, he had 10 points, you know, on 3 for 5 shooting. He was getting in a rhythm. Next thing you know, he got hurt. But like I said, Julius Randle was still dominating. He was still doing the thing with 16-8, you know, 16 points. Didn't have that many rebounds. You know, and he only had 1 rebound. But at the end of the day, is that they should have kept on, you know, attacking the basket, get Adams in foul trouble, get him out the game, and then once you do that, then you open up your offense the way you want to run it. But you had to get rid of the beast, man, because the beast was killing y'all in the inside. He was dominating, man. He was blowing right past Brook Lopez, and that's another thing. Brook Lopez is too slow. When they do that quick switching down low, Brook Lopez switches too slow. He switches too late on a player, right? Because why? Because somebody like one of our guards will let somebody blow past him, because I think that's what Luke Walton told him to do. So they blow past, and then the weak side help, you know, comes over to help out. And when they help out, they're too late with the rotation of helping out on the quick switches, which Luke Walton loves to run on the quick switches. That what happened is that when he does that, his man is wide open, and by the time somebody else rotate over to pick up his man, Brook Lopez, man, it's easy to lay up for a lob. And it's been happening all day. I mean, it's been happening throughout the season. Even last year it was the same thing, man. And I keep telling y'all, Luke Walton is the Caucasian version of Byron Scott. But see, fans don't want to see that. Why? Because we're in a denial zone right now. We don't want to call Luke Walton out. We're going to try to find any way or form to say, oh no, it's the player, it's the player. I told y'all guys, every year we try to find out who we're going to tear apart and who we're going to say, who we're going to protect. It's every year. Every year we do that. You know, every year, like I said, we do D'Angelo Russell under the bus. Nick Young under the bus. Jordan Clarkson one time under the bus. Julius Randle under the bus. You know, the front office under the bus. Byron Scott under the bus. We keep pointing fingers. When it's a collective thing, it's the front office, the players, and the coach. The front office is young. They're not really banking on this season. They are using guys, hopefully, to get top free agents. They're letting their right hand know what the left hand is doing. And because of that, it's affecting the players. Then you got the young players who are affected by this because they really want to be Lakers. But hearing the trade rumors, they're getting frustrated. They don't want to play. It's all about self now. I'm going to go out and do my games. I'm going to showcase my skill set, hoping that somebody will pick me up. And that's what's taking place with a lot of those players. Some on one-year contracts. They're not playing team ball. They show glimpses of team ball, but they don't really want to play team ball. Instead, they just play one-on-one ball. And it happens a lot. And we know they can play team ball, but that's where the coaches comes in. And he's supposed to tell them, if you can't pass the damn ball, you're going to be on the bench. Instead, he allows them to play it. He allows them to fight through it. And that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. You know, and then with the coach, young, inexperienced. A year and a half coaching, only a couple of years as assistant coach. So you're going to get this. And that's why I say Luke Walton is not a bad coach. The only problem with Luke Walton is his rotation and time management. Luke Walton is a coach that's probably better for a veteran team. He's not a coach for a young team. A young team need a much more seasonable coach. Now, I keep saying, I'm not saying get rid of Luke Walton. I'm just expressing what it is, okay? So before we go off and all that, we got to understand Luke Walton is a young coach who need veteran players to help him guide other players, you know, forward. Right now, he don't have that. He don't have nobody else to help him. And it looked bad for Luke Walton. It looked bad for the players. Yeah, we know Lonzo Ball is out. We know Brandon Ingram is not 100%. Kuzma will be back this Friday. I mean, I think he hurt his finger or something like that. KCP is from day to day, not too sure about him. So yeah, we're hit with injuries right now. But does that mean that the Lakers should just give up, roll over, and just let teams blow them up? No. They continue to play, make some moves, make some trades. Trade Tyler Ennis. Get a veteran point guard. Bring Thomas Bryant up from the G League. Allow him to play. Zubac, they brought him in. They brought Zubac in. The guy ain't playing he ain't played Howley at all. You're not going to expect somebody like Zubac to get in and just, get right in and just have that spark of energy. He's not a Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant's one of the type of guys where you could play him at all. Don't play him at all. He get right in. He just got that energy to want to play. Zubac is still learning the NBA level. He's still learning. So when he gets in, he needs time. He needs time to develop. You're not going to bring him in when we getting blown out, which ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't mind him bringing him when we getting blown out. But I would love to see him in there before we get blown out to see what he can do against somebody like Adams. You know what I mean? He played pretty good against Dwight Howard last season. You know what I mean? You got to give him guys opportunity to play, man. And just keep on this rotation of putting these small freaking guards at the small forward spot, knowing you got guys 6'8", 6'9". And I said this before, and I said it on Twitter. I said, when Brandon Ingram went out, I said, look who Jordan Clarkson and Josh Hart are playing at small forward. PG-13. How tall is PG-13? Like what, 6'9", 6'10"? These guys like 6'4", 6'5", respectfully. And this guy, you know what I mean? And all you basically doing, lucky didn't go off. Because it was an easy mix match on him. But it was a lot of mix matching, man. The quick switch it. You can't see forwards, like I said before, forwards on guards. We don't even try to allow our guards to play straight up D on their guards. You know, that way our forwards and centers can actually play their man down low or the zone, whatever it is they're running, but they can play them down low. But because we got to do all this switching, people are getting mixed match and they're taking advantage of the mixed match. That's what teams been doing with the Lakers all freaking season. Taking advantage of the mixed match, in and out. Pass the ball down low to a unknown NBA 2K 17 man on the roster. And what he does, if he get double teamed, he kicks it out for a perimeter guy that's wide open for a three. I keep telling guys over and over again, we keep saying our defense is good. I say it's not that good. It's just guys ain't knocking down the shots. But when they knock down the shots, the Lakers are hard. It's hard for the Lakers to beat them. You know, Lonzo Ball to me is the best defender on our team as a guard. Not saying all around, but he's the best defender as a guard. And at the end of the day, yeah, we do miss Lonzo Ball when it comes to that. But keep in mind, we still lost games with him in the game as well. So a lot of this does go on Luke Walton because of his rotation, his time management. You cannot escape that. You know, you can't say, oh, it's the hand he's dealt. Okay, that's understandable. But if we're ranked number one in the freaking league in points in the paint, why don't we go to what our bread and butter? Why we just don't go towards our bread and butter? You know, why we got to take all these threes when we're actually more dominant in the paint? Got to get the guys in foul trouble, man. You know, the Lakers, you know, the thing is, it frustrates me that we're seeing take all these threes, but we want to tank the basket. And most of those points in the paint came from fast breaks. That's why I said today, you need to get somebody who can run the floor similar to what Lonzo Ball is. I'll be honest with you, I'll go get Hurtis. Marcelo Hurtis, I'll bring him back. I know a lot of people didn't like him, but Hurtis was fun. He was a fun guy to watch, man, and I think he would have been pretty good behind Lonzo. You know, Lonzo started to knock his shots down, but before that, Lonzo couldn't shoot, and Marcelo Hurtis can't shoot neither. So it'd been fun, man. I'd have liked watching Marcelo Hurtis. He ain't got no strong defense, but he'd have read that floor and got them guys, you know, opportunity to got some easy shots with his assists. And Magic Johnson, I'm surprised Magic Johnson let him go, because I would have kept him. I would have kept him with Tyler Enos. I'd have cut Tyler Enos and brought Hurtis back and let him play, you know, because that's what we need. We need somebody who can run the floor. And Hurts is like the up-tempo type of play. He didn't fit Lou Walton's squad, man, you know, last year, only because you know, Lou Walton wasn't really running. You know, they were running half-court set with D'Angelo Russell, and the year before that, same thing, you know, with Byron Scott. They wasn't really running. What Byron Scott? I can't remember. It's been so long. Anyway, look, the Lakers lost. Hopefully Friday we can bounce back. Not saying we're going to win because, you know, a lot of guys are out. A lot of guys are hurt. We got to build up the morales of our players. Maybe we do need LeVar in there to say some more stuff, man, because it seems like when LeVar said something, the Lakers started winning. They came together as a team. They started winning. Soon as Lonzo Ball went down, the momentum dropped again. You know, the momentum, the inspiration, all that dropped, man. And we got to believe that we can win games. We can't sit there and keep making excuses, well, because Lonzo Ball out, we're going to keep losing. That's bull crap, man. You know, you got all the guys in there that are talented players, man. On the paper, man, Kuzma is talented. Ingram is talented. Julius Randle is talented. He might make some bonehead stuff, but he's still talented. Even Jordan Clarkson. And like I just stated right here, you see freaking Westbrook? He took, what, 22 shots? Only made 8? Okay, then. Sometimes you got to let guys like Jordan Clarkson fight through his slump. Let him shoot some daggone shots. Don't bench him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bench him in favor of freaking Tyler Ennis? You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know, Alex Caruso had 16 freaking minutes. I don't mind Alex Caruso, but that was towards the end. But goddamn, you know, let Jordan Clarkson get 30 minutes, man. Build that guy momentum, that guy's self-esteem back up, man. Before the trade rumors, Jordan Clarkson was shooting a freaking clip of over 50%. Now he's struggling because that stuff bothering him, man. Because you know why? Remember, this guy gave up everything to stay with the Lakers. He could have signed with somebody else. He said, I want to be a Laker. He took a 4-year deal, man, and now everybody want to get rid of him. He could have signed with somebody else, went somewhere else. And now it's like, okay, well, now, you know, just get rid of him. What the hell? He suck anyway. That's freaking bull crap, man. And that's bullcrap. Like I said before, Jordan Clarkson played good, you know, his first year there when he was actually running. And y'all got to keep in mind that I'm going to say this over and over again. Remember, I don't know if it's Byron Scott or Luke Walton. I don't want to false accuse one of these coaches, but I know it's one of them. They told Jordan Clarkson to slow down. He was too fast for the squad that he was running with. Because before, at one point in time, Jordan Clarkson used to go coast to coast. He used to get that ball and run, go straight to the basket, attack the basket. Luke Walton, I know on this part, though, Luke Walton has made him into a jump shooter. He was never a jump shooter. He was more of a person that would attack the basket. Go back and watch him back when he first came to the Lakers in that second half when he was averaging like 6 assists. And he was attacking the basket. I think he was averaging like 15 points. 14, 15 points, something like that. He was always attacking the basket. He would go right at it. He was dunking all that. None of that don't do nothing now. He just sit back and shoot threes. I'm telling you, guys, man, everybody keep talking about it's the players. No, it's not, man. Because at the end of the day, a real coach, and I'm not knocking Luke Walton, but he's just young and experienced. But another coach will sit there and acknowledge what it is that, you know, what it is that the players need to do in order to get better. Okay, well, I know Julius Randle is a bully down low. Julius, when you go down low, you see the double team, kick it out real quick to somebody wide open perimeter. Or I want this guy to cut while Julius Randle down low. So while Julius Randle is getting a double team, these two guys are coming over. Whoever man it is that's helping his Julius Randle opponent double team him, you should be cutting. A backdoor cut so Julius Randle can make a pass to that person to make it easily up for a dunk. And he did it a couple times, but we don't keep running them plays. When Julius Randle get those double team, man, we need to start making players cut, backdoor cuts, pick and roll, whatever, in order to get players an easy opportunity to make a layup or something. Because when Julius Randle go down low, they're going to double team Julius Randle. Because a lot of teams, they can't really stop Julius Randle one-on-one. So a lot of teams are going to go down low and double team him. And yes, he can score against some of these big guys. He did it against the Cousins. Against Dwight Howard. He can score on these big guys, but it's when the double team come is when it hurts him. But he can play against these big guys, man. But anyway, I was going to make another video, but now it's only 20 minutes into the video. I want to drop another video probably tomorrow. Matter of fact, yeah, probably tomorrow. I'm going to drop probably like in the evening or something like that. Because I want to talk about this LeBron James thing, too. I read something on Lakers Nation, but I don't want to make this video longer than what it is. I'm just kind of like trying to like share some information with you guys, man. Hope you guys listen to what I'm got to say, man. At the end of the day, like I said, Friday come. We got I don't know who we got Friday. I got to check on it. But listen, Lakers got a game Friday. Let me see who we got Friday. Let's see if I see it real quick. All right, I can't wait a minute. Hold on. I done switched it off. Anyway, we got a game Friday. Like I said, it'll guarantee the Lakers might win. I mean, it'd be nice. Even if they don't win, all I'm asking is just at least fight. That's all I'm asking. Just fight. Don't give in so quick. Just fight, man. You know, scrape. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you lose by a couple points or at least by 10 or whatever, at least you showed you fight. But Luke Walton got to do something about the rotation, though. The rotation is ugly. Putting these small guys at small forward spot, man. We getting beat up and banged up, man. The mixed match, people taking advantage of mixed matches. It's terrible, man. You know, you got to start trusting in some of them other players on that bench. Stop being afraid to utilize them. But anyway, it's your man, Earl Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comments section. Tell me what you think. You know, another loss. It is what it is, you know, but we still could have pulled this out, man. You know, not really pulled it out after KCP went down because everything fell apart after that. But we're in it until he went down. Once he went down, it was kind of over. But look, y'all guys take care, man. You have a blessed one. Be safe out there.